What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the top couple of stocks and ETFs that I'm watching for the fourth week of October in 2018. So for those of you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Stas, and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and my personal philosophies and strategies when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. So for those of you guys that want to learn more about that, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and join our Instagram page as well as our Facebook group, as well as join our Discord group chat. All of those are linked down below in the description box, especially the Discord group chat, guys. We have about 170 people in that group chat. We're talking on a day-to-day basis about stocks, trading, investing, strategies, news, and pretty much just networking with each other. And that's the best way you can get in contact with me throughout the day in terms of the market. And you can send me a direct message on there, and I'll reply to you as soon as I possibly can. So let's hop right into the topic of today's video, guys. What are the top couple of stocks and ETFs that I'm watching for this upcoming week? So the first one we're going to talk about is UGAZ, ticker symbol UGAZ, and this is an inverse ETF. Its inverse is DGAZ, ticker symbol DGAZ, and these two ETFs, they trade based upon natural gas. This particular future right here, /NG, and pretty much whenever this one's going up in price, UGAZ is going up in price as well, and whenever natural gas is going down in price, UGAZ is going down in price as well. So why I'm looking to trade UGAZ for this upcoming week is due to the potential for profit that it has to offer, and for it, bouncing on the support level at about $83. So right here, guys, off the bat, I have a couple of lines right here drawn out, these trend lines, and these are pretty much just support and resistance levels. We notice the resistance point here at about $95 to $96 on UGAZ, with the support level being at about $82. And what do we notice here is that UGAZ bounced on the support level at about $82. It broke above the EMA line, and now it's pretty much hovering above the EMA line and trading below the 180 SMA. So it's kind of in a spot right here where it could go either way, and I want to obviously capitalize on UGAZ from about $88, $90 up to about $95 plus, because I do believe natural gas is in a very bullish state right now. UGAZ and natural gas tend to be very bullish during this time period of October, November to January, February. So I do believe that this UGAZ play is pretty good for this week and for the next coming weeks. And we noticed that natural gas also bounced on the support level at about $3.15. It held above it here at $3.15 here, bounced here at $3.15. So what I want to see, guys, before I do take a position in UGAZ is for natural gas to break out of this resistance point right here that it's been having trouble breaking above pretty much over the past 1 to 2 trading days at the 180 SMA and the 50 SMA. Because if I do see it break above here, guys, I do believe that natural gas can shoot up to at least 335 being the previous resistance point, and I can draw that out right here for you guys right here. Right, 335 being the next resistance point, and even above that, if it's able to continue the uptrending pattern, and if it's able to remain bullish throughout this bullish season that we are in for natural gas, which I do believe is likely due to the previous history of natural gas, and we talked about that in a previous video, that over the past 2 years during this time, natural gas has shot up a lot in price. So, if that is able to occur, guys, if this is able to break above these two SMA indicators, I do believe UGAZ has a very solid margin of profit from about $88, probably around $90 is where I'm aiming to enter this ETF, from $90 up to about $95 to $97. That does offer about 6 to 10% on the high side in terms of profit, and if this is able to remain in this horizontal trend, and if we're able to break out of this horizontal pattern trend here, and we can continue to push up in price, push above the 98 resistance point, I believe UGAZ can offer even more than 10% potential for profit. So that's what we're looking at in terms of UGAZ, ticker symbol UGAZ. So another one I want to talk about is PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL, and I've talked about this one in the previous 2-3 videos, and I actually took a little position in PayPal myself on Friday. And I'm playing this as a longer term swing trade, probably a month or two. And I waited for PayPal to report their earnings. They reported very good earnings this past, I believe, Thursday or Friday, which ended up shooting the stock up about 11% at its peak, right? So we noticed that the massive sell-off from $93 to about $73 that initially opened up my eyes to PayPal being a very strong company. At this massive sell-off, I think it was worth considering watching. And this is mostly due to the massive market sell-offs that we've been seeing over the past couple of, weeks. And this opened up a ton of opportunities out there in the stock market. And, I was telling you guys in these videos, in the past couple of videos, that, there's a bunch of opportunity out there, but, waiting for that opportunity to open up to you is the number one important thing, most important thing that you should be doing when you are swing trading. So in this case, guys, with PayPal, obviously we waited for the drop, right? The margin of profit opened from 74 to 93. That opened up about 25% margin. We waited for the break above the EMA line. We waited for them to report their earnings, which is very important. I personally don't like trading stocks before they report their earnings. I usually like waiting after they report their earnings, and especially now in earnings season, you guys got to be very, very careful in terms of what stocks you are trading. So they reported very good earnings, obviously shot the stock up, and now I took a position at about like 83.70 or something like that on Friday, and I'll show you guys why. We saw the consolidation here, the pullback. We saw the pop up to $86, a little pullback here, and I believe I got in right around here somewhere. I took a very small position in terms of PayPal, and if this one does fall even more, even back to $81, $82, that doesn't bother me at all, guys, because like I said, this is a long-term swing trade for me, and I'll just end up adding more money to it. And if we look here in terms of the trend of PayPal, the downwards trend here was very evident, getting rejected by the EMA, the 50 SMA, and then we noticed it bounced at $73, which was that support level. And it's reversing in price here due to it breaking above the EMA, the 50 SMA, and now it's the 50 SMAs acting as a support point instead of a resistance point like it was over here. This is a very good sign that PayPal is in reversal mode, and especially now that they had a very solid earnings report, I do believe PayPal is going to be a nice swing play for the next month or two. So that's what we're looking at in terms of PayPal, ticker symbol PYPL, and I do have a couple of more written here. So WTI is another one I want to talk about in this video, and this one, guys, it's on a very nice pattern here. It's a very nice uptrending pattern, a very nice pullback in WTI from about $9.95 all the way down to the 180 SMA, which is about, a nice should be about 30%, right? About 35% drop in terms of the price. It bounced on the 180 SMA, which means that this is a new support level for the stock. Shot up above the EMA, pushed up here. Seems like it got rejected by the 50 SMA. It's pulling back, but a very good sign on WTI is that it is still holding above that 180 SMA, and it's had 2 days of pretty much consolidation and slow upwards push. So what I want to see in terms of WTI before even breaking, before even taking a position in this stock is at least a break above the EMA. Well, first, that's the first thing we want to see. Obviously, we want to see a break above the EMA line, and then I want to see a push towards this next resistance point at about $8.45. And why I want to see that, guys, is because for WTI to continue this trend, this uptrend pattern, we want to see it continuing pushing up for higher highs, because now that it pulled back, it bounced here. The first high is at about 844. Now it pulled back. It created that higher low at about 750, and the previous one was at 720. So this pattern is looking good, like it's slowly starting to uptrend. So I want to wait for this to push up to another higher high, maybe at about 870, 875, maybe even 880. Then I want to see it pull back and then bounce at another higher low before getting into, WTI. Do you guys kind of understand what I'm saying? I know I'm kind of talking quick, but just to really say that again, we see that it's at a higher high here at 842, then it pulled back for a higher low at 770, which is a higher low from 720. Now we want to push up to another higher high, pull back to another higher low, then get in at that particular price point, wherever that is, and that would be a good determination that WTI is uptrending in price rather than getting rejected here by the 50 SMA before we do get into this. And if you guys have any questions, any other stuff stocks you want me to cover in any other videos, make sure to drop a comment down below and I will get back to you guys as soon as possible. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of WTI. Another one I want to talk about is JNUG, and let me just quickly plug in my computer right now because we are at 6%. But JNUG is a gold-based ETF. Let me just quickly do this here for you guys. But yeah, for those of you guys that don't know JNUG, JNUG is a gold-based ETF, meaning whenever gold is going up in price, JNUG is going up in price as well. So if we look over here to the chart of the gold futures, which is /GC, we're noticing that they're slowly starting to reverse in price. Let's say we look here at the 184-hour chart. We notice that gold has been downtrending for the past 6 months pretty much from the top off at about 1369. And now we're noticing that it's breaking out of that point of resistance, which has been the 180 and the 50 SMA. Now we're noticing that it's breaking out of that pattern, right, which is the first sign that gold futures are slowly starting to reverse, right? It's breaking out of that pattern and it's showing very strong consolidation here on the EMA for the past couple of days. So what this means, guys, and what this could end up happening, right, from this particular situation is that gold could be consolidating here to end up pushing up to another higher high. This could just be a consolidation point before the push up, or this could be a consolidation point before the reversal in gold's price. But since gold has been reversing or downtrending for the past couple of months, I personally think that this is a very good sign that gold is becoming slightly bullish, right? And this is a very good sign, guys, for JNUG as well. And just to see how that correlates over to JNUG, ticker symbol GNUG, we see the same thing here, guys. It's been downtrending in price, getting rejected by the SMA, the EMA, both of the SMA indicators that we see here. And now we're seeing that it's breaking out of that downwards trending pattern. It's shot up and it's been consolidating on the EMA line here. So let me just quickly look at this closer range chart in terms of JNUG so we can draw out some support and resistance points. So we notice this first support is at about $8.90, and the top resistance, actually the first resistance here for JNUG is at about 940-ish, with the top one being at about 985. So what I would keep an eye on tomorrow, guys, in terms of the market is in terms of /GC slowly pushing up in price and getting out of that 1235 resistance point. Because if we look over here at JNUG or /GC, we notice there's a strong resistance point at about 1235. So for me to even consider playing JNUG, guys, I want to see a breakout of this resistance point, meaning that this support and consolidation point here was just a couple of days of consolidation before a push-up, right? So if we see a break above, let's say we get into the 1240 range this week, I do believe that gold would be at that point pushing up in price, pushing up to make higher highs and continuing the uptrend pattern that it's been on over the past couple of weeks. So, that's why I'm trading and looking to trade JNUG for this upcoming week, guys. And, we're just looking at the technicals in terms of this, and it really just makes sense, guys. You have to really just understand what patterns, what patterns make sense and where reversal points could be potentially starting, which is right here in terms of, /GC. So another one I wanted to talk about, guys, and this was talked about in my group chat, again, link down below in the description box, was GEL, ticker symbol GEL. So, like the other ones we've talked about, this one has been on a very nice uptrending pattern over time. Taking pullbacks, healthy pullbacks, pushing up, making higher highs. Taking pullbacks, bouncing on the SMA indicators, making higher highs. And, what I told the person that actually asked me about GEL is, we want to see a break at least above $25.50 or an upwards push to that range before even considering taking a position. Because if we notice here, guys, this has been a very strong resistance point over the past couple of weeks. We popped off at $25.50, had trouble getting above there here again, right at about $25.25-ish, and we got trouble again here at about $25.35. So what I would be scared of here, guys, in terms of jumping the gun with GEL is that, let's say we shoot up here again, and then we get rejected, and then we start pushing down in price. So You know, although this pattern is showing that it's making higher lows, I do think it's the safest bet here to wait until this one bounces on the 50 SMA, right? Slowly starts to reverse, and then maybe slowly scaling in at about $24.85, maybe $25, and then adding more as it breaks above the 25.50 range. That's how you could potentially play this if you use the strategy of scaling into your positions. This is a way that you could potentially play this. Or if you end up putting, a lot more money into a position at first instead of scaling into it, I personally would just wait until the break above 25.50 just to be safe that is not, a hardcore resistance point for this stock, because at that point, guys, you won't really make any money on this, or you would even potentially lose money. So, those are the couple of stocks that I am watching, for this upcoming week. And, a lot of other ones that I'm going to be watching in terms of, the market ETFs are TVIX, TQQQ, QQQQ, as well as there's one more. I forget what it was called, actually, UVXY. These are the market ETFs, guys. And pretty much whenever the market as a whole is going up in price, TVIX is going down in price. And, this one's obviously been killing it over the past couple of weeks due to the big market sell-off that we've had. So if you guys want to play the market as a whole, right, these are ETFs that you could potentially trade, right? TVIX and UVXY, these go up when the market goes down, and TQQQ goes up when the market goes up. So obviously these have been getting hit. So if you do believe the market is going to recover, right, over the next couple of weeks, this could be, a very good time to get into TQQQ or QQQ in a long position, right? So, I'm pretty much watching a lot of inverse ETFs this week, the market ETFs, and, a bunch of big name, big large cap stocks. Like AMD had a massive sell-off, down 11%. So, let's see if this one could be a potential rebound play. I know they report earnings in a couple of days, so that's going to be interesting to see how that ends up, affecting AMD. Facebook's going to be very interesting. Netflix for a potential rebound play from the top off at about $405. Tesla, Tesla's been talked about a lot. Square, Apple, these are all different stocks that I'm looking to potentially trade because, the market has been selling off over the past couple of weeks, like I said, and a lot of opportunity is out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and join our Discord group chat as well as our Facebook group. All of those are linked down below in the description box. I hope you guys have a fantastic end to your weekend. I hope you guys kill it tomorrow in the markets. Don't feel shy. Send me a message on Instagram, on Discord. Let's talk on even on Facebook. I'm down to talk, and we could talk about stocks, trading, whatever you guys want to. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great end of your weekend. Peace out.